Hey everyone, my name is David Justus, and today I will be talking to you about my second research paper that I did, which was on the Joplin tornado and the warnings that were issued in response to that tornado. So just a quick overview of the tornado. It hit Joplin, Missouri on May 22nd, 2011. It was rated an EF5. It was about a mile wide, traveled 6 miles on the ground. Resulted in about 160 deaths, and about 1,000 more were injured. And then the first warning that was issued by the National Weather Service was about 19 minutes prior to touchdown of the tornado. So after the tornado came and recovery was started, three people came in and did a survey on the citizens of Joplin and their response to the warnings. So the study first talked about what consists of a good warning, and the first thing is, was the warning activated in a timely manner? It has to be in the right geographic area. There has to be enough time to seek shelter, and also there has to be information or education on what to do once the siren is sounded. And then also something that was interesting about the first part of the study was that people frequently do not listen or do not take cover when the warning is issued. And that they reference the false alarm rate. And that's just a ratio that the National Weather Service uses to calculate the tornado formation versus the tornado warning. And the higher the number, the better, the more accurate it is. So going back to the Joplin warning, so about 126 people were surveyed, and of those 126, about 90% of the respondents actually heard the warning, and were able to realize that a tornado was coming due to the sound. Although 10% they were unaware of the warning, and that it referenced that some people were actually inside watching TV. And something interesting to note about tornado warnings. They're not designed to be heard indoors. They're only designed to be heard outdoors. So if you are outdoors, you can seek shelter inside. So that's just kind of interesting to note. It also comments on the gender differences compared to males and females and their ability to seek shelter. So there were 48 females that participated in the survey. And about 90% actually sought shelter when they heard the warning. Compare that to the 78 males that participated. Only about 70-ish% actually sought shelter. So going back to what Milady said, it's just kind of interesting that those differences are still today. And what he talked about females and just their role in our livelihood. And then of those 126 respondents, 29 did absolutely nothing. And it could be for a couple reasons. One, this area is prone to tornadoes, and some people just got used to hearing the sirens and no tornadoes were actually forming. So they just thought this was another false alarm and just carried about their business accordingly. But as we now know, it was a bad tornado not to do anything. So moving forward, what can be learned? Education is a huge part of that. Going back to the 29 who did not do anything, part of that was they were uneducated on what to do in the sense of a tornado. It's to seek the lowest room possible in the house, a windowless room, just to protect you from glass and flying debris. So, in conclusion, just education, getting that out there to inform people what to do when a siren is heard. Because if the siren is activated, then a tornado is usually a high probability of happening. So that was my paper. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you guys.